All right, Coach, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, thanks. So great, anytime you get 7 innings out of one starter with 1 run and 6 innings out of another with 1 run, you're going to have a chance to win 2 ball games. And so really pleased with our pitching. Bullpen was obviously good in game 1 as well. Cole Rowland came in, got us a couple big outs, and then Cam got us 4 outs to end the game. Offensively, game 1 didn't do a whole lot, but certainly did enough to win. I felt like we just didn't stack a ton of quality at bats. Got a big homer from Kurtzy there to give us a little cushion, but was really pleased in the second game with our at bats. I thought our at bats early in the game, against Bedford, who's a super talented arm. I thought our at bats were good, more like the Liberty game as far as the quality of our at bats there early in the game. The second game, Danny Corona had a big hit in that game. It was kind of 7-1, and they had just gotten a big out with the bases loaded, and then Danny Corona, punches one through the left side there, and then we score, Gio's ball down into right field, score 2 more, and that kind of, went from 7-1 to 10-1. It was really the difference in the game. So Keener threw the ball well today. I was pleased with him, obviously. Joe, Joe's going to be a guy. I told him, Teddy McGraw's freshman year, he looked like this early in the year, and by the end of the year was our best guy out of the bullpen. So Joe's going to be a big piece of this, and he's scuffing a little right now, but he'll get it going. So pleased, anytime you can win 2 games in league in one day, it's a heck of a good day. So we got to come ready to go tomorrow. They got, 4 really good arms. Tomorrow we'll see Healy. Then we'll see probably Finley, Mercer, and Carter Bosch. So they've got 4, really talented guys. So we'll have to play well tomorrow to win.
Individually out of football practice before the game started. You look at the lineup, you look at the bottom 3 hitters of your lineup, all 3 of them were stealth ones, typically all under 200 batting average. Those are the bottom of your lineup today in both games that kind of did some damage for you. That has to be encouraging. Super
encouraging. Yeah. Gio Cueto, first game, had 4 quality at-bats in the first game. Obviously had a couple really good at-bats in game 2. I thought in the first game we grabbed a little momentum. There was 2 outs and nobody on, and Gio singles, and I think Merrick walks, and Tommy gets on. It was like one of those ones where we're kind of able to kind of extend that inning, and that's always huge. Anytime you can do it. Oh, Merrick hit that. That's when Merrick hit that triple off the right field fence. So again, instead of 2 outs, nobody on, Gio makes out there. It's like a 6-pitch inning. He swung at the first pitch. It would have been a 6-pitch inning, and you would have had Merrick Houston leading off the next inning, and that's momentum, in Notre Dame's dugout. Instead, Gio singles up the middle, Merrick triples off the wall, and it's momentum Wake Forest. So totally agree.
Interesting to see the way you managed the bullpen in the first game. You're in that 3-1 game, and Cole gives up a couple base runners, and you didn't really hesitate at all to bring in Cam. I mean, some people might have thought, we'll try to get through this with Cole, and then you got Cam later. I guess you never know if you need Cam later. Right? You gotta. Yeah,
for sure, that was part of the thinking. But again, I mean, if we're gonna give up the lead in that situation, I wasn't gonna let Cole face the tying run. I mean, that was kind of my thinking there. Is when it got to be the tying run, it was Cam's from there on in. I mean, was clearly hoping to get through that inning without him, but Cole wasn't throwing as many strikes as he usually does, and so we just went to our guy.
And how happy were you to attack on that insurance run in the bottom of the 8th, and any way you all were able to do that?
Yeah, that's always huge. I mean, anytime you can add an insurance run, it's a really good thing. So, Cam gave up a base runner in that last inning, and instead of the tying run being up with the wind blowing out to right field a little bit, and you're always nervous at the couch when the tying run's at the plate, and instead it was a little more comfort.
What does it feel like as a coach to see Gio that works all that time that he had and never really get that much of a chance to play? All of a sudden get some opportunity and struggle some, and then all of a sudden have a day like this.
Yeah, it means the world. I mean, Gio, I give him a lot of credit because you're right. He, that doubleheader against Duke, he didn't play particularly well. The game against Liberty, didn't play particularly well, but he stepped up. He got challenged and got, as we say with our team all the time, how are you going to respond when you get punched in the face? And Gio got punched in the face a little bit, and he responded today. So really proud of him. It's a big day.
Anything else, guys?
All right.